Alright, light material removal, just choking up on the pommel of the knife and chopping with it. Pretty basic. Alright, notching for your fireboard or notching for anything. Start your notch for the harder bow drill woods that you encounter in hardwood forests. To me, this is the fastest, easiest way to get a notch in. I can do this faster than I can with the saw on the sack. Again, it's just preference. Whatever you like. Pointing a stake or a stick, something you want to be able to drive into the ground, place your knife at an angle and beat it down through it. Turn it, do the same thing on that other side, all four sides. Taking off knots for ridge poles, same thing, support it, knife at an angle. Okay, making a divot for your socket for your bow drill. To me, that's asking for trouble. If this thing slips, you got a point going into your hand somewhere. So instead, just be smart about it. Put the knife down on a block of wood and drill that way. To widen the hole out, you just angle your knife a little bit, go around, and don't try to come around all the way this way. Just switch the direction of the wood. Okay. Cross-cutting a stick, or some people call it truncating. You can carve into it at an angle, weaken it, and then break it. If you got a thicker piece, you can use your baton and your knife, and in the same way that you would take a tree down, knock a few notches out of it all the way around. If you're on the end of a stick and you need to come back this direction, then put it down and make sure your angle isn't too severe that it's going to slip. You'll have to have a steeper angle, and just work your knife back and forth like this in order to take the chunks out. Making a top cut, something that you want to control and open up. Don't ever try to force the knife down in this manner with your hand here. Always place your hand over the top of the blade. That way whenever you come down, nice and slow, controlled, your hand stops the knife from slipping on through and cutting your other hand. Then there's there's dozens of carving techniques, things that I won't get into because they're out of my realm. I haven't done them, and I don't like to teach anything that I haven't done. Just always, the main thing when using any kind of a cutting tool is to be aware of parts of your body that you don't want coming off or you don't want bleeding. Just make sure the edge is always pointed away from something that you could cut that you don't want to cut. And if you have to point the blade towards you, make sure you have total control of the knife, and make sure you do not force anything while doing it. That's why a sharp knife is safer than a dull knife.
In this dirty old part of the city,